Lexington Theater Company presents Jersey Boys, August 1st through the 4th.
Okay, so you only have a short amount of time to get your tickets. I need you to get them as soon as possible. Today we are joined by Lindy Franklin Smith, of course, and John Leone to tell us more about the performance. Thank you both so much for being here. Jersey Boys, I was told that someone was basically in Jersey Boys from the beginning of Broadway.
Yeah, I was in the original Broadway company from the inception there. In fact, I was telling Lindy that the day my second son was born, well, the night before my first rehearsal, my second son Evan was born. What? And then I got permission from my wife at the time that I please be on time for rehearsal, and I skipped down Broadway on a cloud of happiness for my first day of rehearsal. I started off as a swing in the company, which means that I was an understudy for 7 different slots. There were so many different characters that go through the storyline, and so my job was to be able to go on at a moment's notice for any of those roles.
Wow.
Including the older part of a real-life gangster named Jip DiCarlo. He was a very high-level gangster in New York, in New York and New Jersey area, who did. The story is quite true that he really helped the Jersey Boys get out of the Four Seasons, get out of debt, and so on and so forth. So for the first couple of years, I had that job. So when I got to work, or in fact, sometimes even during the show, they might say, "Somebody's sick, you have to go on for this." Or I would play one part in the afternoon and the other part at night. Lindy's done the same thing as the swing. So yeah, and we were talking about teaching. So sometimes I would play a leading part in the matinee, go and teach my acting class around the corner, in between shows, come back and play a different part at night. And I'm rambling on. Speaking of that class, I'll tell you who came to that class a couple of times. Frankie Valli.
Really?
Because I'm chatting with Frankie Valli, and he said, "What else do you do?" And I said, "Oh, I teach." And he said, "Oh, can I come?"
No way!
That's amazing.
So he sat in and, asked a couple of questions because he was interested in acting. He did a little acting on The Sopranos and so on and so forth. Yeah, it was really fun and really fascinating to be in on the ground floor of that. Yeah.
I bet.
Lindy, it's this caliber of talent that you bring here to the Lexington area. I mean, this man, he knows his stuff.
We're so lucky. We're so lucky to have John. Of course, we always love pairing seasoned Broadway professionals with our up-and-coming talent, but when we get to have somebody who was there when the show was created, who was there on opening night on Broadway, it's really, really special. And of course, Jersey Boys, it's such a wonderful musical. It's so popular. We were talking in the car on the way here about how people just absolutely love this music and the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. It's a story of friendship and overcoming obstacles and fame and
family and loyalty, and so for it to come full circle now, to have been doing it then, and then I've done other things and other shows and some film and television in the meantime, and now to be, when I was an understudy for this character of Jip DiCarlo at that time, I was on the young side, and they had to put makeup on me and this and that. But now I'm the right age to play it, so now that's getting done around. I was saying earlier that my son Evan, who's a young actor, he's a sophomore at Syracuse University. He said, "Oh, Dad, you're going to play Jip now." I said, "Yeah, I'm going to play Jip." He said, "Will they have to put any age makeup on you?" And I said, "No."
So Lindy, tell us, how can we get tickets, where it will be, all of the good information?
Yes, it's August 1st through the 4th. We'll be back at the Opera House. You can find out all the details on our website, lexingtontheatercompany.org. It is going to be a smash. You do not want to miss this show.
Absolutely.
And he's looking forward to seeing where he's going to perform, right? Because you haven't seen it yet.
Yes. The opera. I played Louisville. How do I say it?
Louisville. It's okay.
On tour, but I haven't played in this area, and I've heard that this theater is absolutely stunning.
It is.
It is.
800 or 900 seats.
It is.
Yeah.
And the audiences are just going to go crazy for it.
Yes. Yes.
Because the structure and the story is so deep and moving, and then the songs are just part of the lexicon. They're part of the zeitgeist of our life. So you get that combination that, a musical is, getting a musical right is lightning in a bottle. Story and songs and the heartfelt meaning, and it's one of the best things I've ever been about. I'm very proud to have been there at the inception of it.
John, Linda, we appreciate you both being here, and thank you for coming to our city. Thank you so much.
August 1st through the 4th. Grab your tickets.